Hello everyone, my name is Jesse and this is the Auditorium where I react to video game music as a musician myself. Today is the return of Touhou. This is Touhou 8. It's going to be a double feature. It's always fun. The first one I'm going to hear is Touhou 8 Imperishable Flight of the Bamboo Cutter. I think I got that right. The song in question is called Lunatic Princess. And then after that we're going to hear one requested by Solid Bullet 066, and that one is the Touhou retrospective 53 minutes. I'm not sure exactly what that is. And the first two were requested by Noah and Lord Daddy. Anyways, it's a Touhou fiesta. It's been a while since I've had Touhou. And man, that community is rampant. Well, I had like a little stint of Touhou for like a little while. And from what I remember, it's a composer named Zun. And he uses trumpets, Zumpits. And it's a high energy thing. And I kind of need that right now. So let's return to Touhou. Lunatic Princess. Don't know anything about the context. Let's go. Oh, that went in a totally different direction from the intro. I missed that sound. So much great synthesizer work in these games. Oh, that's... Heard a little double bass on the drums. So crazy to me how Touhou does this. They do it every time. Oh. You just never know what direction it's gonna go. Dun, 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 dun. We've gone from really tense melodies to really light melodies. Instantly, it's like such a mood shift. So what I was talking about earlier is what Touhou does really, really well is slow melodies and leads with a fast rhythm. Like you hear it. Da 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 da. While in the background like This is one of the catchier Touhou songs I've heard. Very catchy. Yeah, it's up there, like top 3 catchies. Honestly, this song title is kind of fitting. Lunatic Princess? That sounds very... And then it goes away. See, tense melody, and then a light melody. No, still tense. Climbing, climbing, climbing into its resolve. Oh man, that is satisfying. I miss Touhou, man. But we're not done. We get to hear another version of it. I'm not sure what this consists of, if it's an official album or whatever. But this is Touhou Retrospective, 53 minutes. Interesting. Quite literal album title, because it says 52 minutes and 59 seconds. Anyways, this is Lunatic Princess, again. The volume might be a little different because it's coming from a different source, but I'll adjust it. Let's go. You gotta turn it up. Oh. Okay, so this sounds more like a modernized, real band playing it, or instruments. It's very faithful, though. It sounds jazzier. Because it's more piano instead of synth. At least in this part. I love the hi-hats in Touhou. If there's one thing that really stands out in Touhou, it's the hi-hats. I'm gonna turn it up more. Is this the new favorite from Touhou? Or is it biased since I haven't heard it in so long? Oh my god, I just thought of something. You could totally make a mariachi cover of this game. Stop talking, let's just enjoy the song. Into the next tension riff. That's the equivalent to like a suspended chord. Like just like this. And then This is a very satisfying song. It's been a while, dude. It's been a while. I'm gonna have to buy a lighter for these videos, for these epic moments. Oh my god, just imagine like a mariachi full-on ensemble and everything playing this. Oh my god! We gotta make this happen. This is great, man. This is great. Ooh. Ooh, what are these new notes? Man. It's been a while since I've heard Touhou. Actually, let me go back a little bit. It's been a while since I made a video. Now, there's such a thing as, you know, like ear fatigue and like kind of burnout. I do make a lot of these a day, almost every day for the past year. And, you know, as I approach video 600, which is crazy, you know, I just got like a tiny little burnout. Not that this is any relevancy to the video, but it's been a couple days, almost a week since I've made one. And it's just so needed because now, as you see, coming back to it, and coming back to a banger, by the way, it's just so revitalizing, you know, for me. This video felt very personal to me. I have no idea what the song is about, nothing, all that. For me, it just felt like, kind of like reassurance. Like, okay, yeah, this is the right path, Jesse, keep going. Anyways, so it was a nice song, and then hearing it twice, and then having something, it's always a good feeling. It doesn't happen every day. But we always remember the days where we hear something new, and it sticks with us, or it's catchy, and you're like humming it all the time. And today's one of those days already. This is the first song I hear in a while from VGM, I should say. And that's the first thing I'm greeted with. And I'm lucky because the Touhou community is very... I don't even have a word for them. Technically, I'm part of it, you know? This puts me somehow in the community in some weird way. Maybe kind of like on the outskirts, but, you know. From afar, I should say. But man, I guess passionate is a word for them. Rambunctious. Loud. But it's just... Okay, let me put this as honest as possible. They're a very passionate group of people for essentially a whole lot of the same thing. Now, that may sound like a controversial statement or a hot take, but I've heard a lot of, not a lot, but I've heard, you know, a handful of Touhou songs now, maybe around 10. And let's be totally honest, a lot of it sounds similar. But that's not why we choose to listen to it, I guess. Well, in my case, I don't have a choice. I get sent what I get sent. But for the people that listen to these and discover these, it's like, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. This is why we like it. And the moment it like deviates, it'll be like jarring and super different. So I kind of know what to expect when it comes to Touhou. So it's more of a energy that I expect. So any other Touhou I have in the future, which is still plenty, I'm going to experience, I'm gonna kind of have that coming. Though it's about finding like the little intricacies in the midst of all the similarities. So even though this one sounded just as, you know, familiar as the other ones, this one had its own kind of flavors to it too. Simple yet effective. It's a very, wow, here's something really crazy. It's a very less is more approach to VGM compositions. There's not a whole lot going on, right? Yet there is so much going on. It's both less is more and more is more here. There's a lot of noises. There's a lot of like, it's just like lasers popping off. It's like a rave. Yeah, at the same time, you strip away all that and just hear it from like an outside perspective going in, which is me. Actually, yeah, that's another way to think about it. Imagine you guys, the people that know this stuff, you're inside this bubble looking, you're in it, you're encapsulated in this Touhou bubble. We're getting really like philosophical here. You're in this bubble. So you're experiencing it, you're washed in it, you're drenched all the way around it, 360. I am, on the other hand, kind of like outside this bubble, kind of like, what's going on in here? You know, and I like tap it and I hear little things in there. But there's a whole lot I'm missing because I'm not in there, you know, I'm not experiencing it, I'm not playing it, etc., etc. And yet I can enjoy it my own way, which I think is very striking. You know, to essentially miss out on what, 70% of the context of this whole series, to still get, you know, an enjoyment out of it and experiencing it its own way. It's very odd to think about enjoying a game without playing the game. How often have you heard of that in your life? Probably zero. So usually I talk about like songs and what I got from them and what I think happened here. I didn't get that at all in this one. I've just been rambling about Touhou and this like perspective I get with this game. So that just goes to show you that like every little like video I make is pretty unique to itself. It's just whatever literally comes into my brain. And that whole time I was just like, you saw me, I was like leaning back, I was enjoying it, put all the shades. It's just cool. I don't even know what I wrote down. I don't remember. Oh, I missed the trumpets, I wrote that. Super catchy. Oh, the intro was a lot different than I thought it was gonna go. So I thought it was gonna be the intro melody and then we're gonna introduce percussion into it, but it changed it completely. I thought that was really nice. The only difference is really, none of these were better than the other. They were both great. But the second one obviously was more of like a modern sound with instruments. But the only thing that like really came to mind was like mariachi. I probably have said something before, because when I think trumpets, the first thing I think of is mariachi. And man, that'd be so sick if someone did like a mariachi cover of Touhou. It makes sense. It's not even, it's like written in the cards. They just like do it. Why has someone done it? But overall, you know, there's not much I can say. It's the 8th entry. It's called Lunatic Princess. Probably a major character. And if you're ever wondering, like, you know, I feel like I've probably heard some of these names before or a lot of things. You have to remember, I do so many videos and so many things that I can't possibly remember everything that comes to me. Right now, my life is kind of like, I hear something, I experience it, I go through its video, and as soon as I stop, I go on to the next. You know, so I don't retain a lot of information. Sometimes I'll get like a comment, but like, hey, you don't remember that you did this back then? I'm like, no. you know, and I like it that way because you have to understand, the more I know and the more I retain, the less, in my opinion, the less impact it has. I know it sounds kind of crazy, but the less impact it has as a first time experiencing it, which is the whole point of watching a reaction, you know, experiencing something. When you give a gift to someone on their birthday or Christmas or something, or try them to try this food that you like, you're handing it to them and then you're staring at them waiting to see like your approval, the validation. Now, tell me it isn't better to see that reaction from them if they know nothing about it, completely nothing about it, just blank. That's what I'm saying. So this video turned into a very interstellar type of mentality for me, but that's the good thing of taking a step back, you know. And it's not like I'm saying like I'm done doing this or anything. Don't relax. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. It's just I let my brain breathe, and I feel really, honestly, I felt like this video kind of just like, you know, like it took a weight off my shoulders, and I don't know. I'm grateful for what I do, and I really appreciate VGM like this. I appreciate VGM of all kinds. It's such an underrated art, and this just kind of proves it. And again, everything I've said so far in these 20 minutes, I have no idea what goes on in this game besides it's a freaking shooter. The power of music. So thank you to Noah, Lord Daddy, and of course Solid Bullet for showing me this. Can't wait for the next Touhou. It's always fun. There's still more. Don't worry. It's a lot more. But yeah, thank you for that. If you want to make a request to me as well, you can do so on Patreon or PayPal. Those are the guaranteed ways I will check out your request, if it's a VGM, of course. If you do not want to wait in the unfortunately very long waiting list, there is the Platinum tier on Patreon, which I provide. And all you have to know is that it just skips you to the front of the line and reduces the wait time quite a bit. A big thank you to my current supporters of that: Justin, Kevin, Patrick, Your Average Metalhead, Shadow Maxim, Vanadel, and Churn. Arclight, thank you so much. And thank you to you for watching, all my Patreon supporters for supporting me. Until next time, dudes and dudettes, my name is Jesse, more Touhou. Take it easy, one.